I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
Why Barcelona should sign this relegated Premier League player to replace Philippe Coutinho. This video will be the third episode in my 6-part series looking at 5 players that Barcelona should sign in the next transfer window. The first 2 episodes will be linked in the description below, as well as some of my other videos as well. In this episode I will be looking at the midfield Barcelona should bring in, as in the first episode of the series I analysed the type of central midfielder that Barcelona would need, which is an advanced creative midfielder who can play on the left of a midfield 3, and has better chance creating ability than Arthur or De Jong do, as they are far better at playing the roles of deep line midfielders than advanced midfielders. Coutinho looked like he would be the man to fulfil this role, as he has a lot of the attributes needed. However, he is now 28 and on huge wages, so it's better for Barcelona to offload him and get someone in who is younger, a better pressing central midfielder and on lower wages. The player that I think would fit this role perfectly for Barcelona is Norwich's Emi Buendia. Buendia only turned 23 in December, so he's a great age, and despite having a contract at Carrow Road until 2024, with Norwich looking like they will be relegated to the Championship, Barcelona could sign Buendia for as little as £25 million, with the pandemic causing financial problems for Norwich as well. Buendia's key attribute is his ability to create chances. We can see this as he's completed the second most key passes in the Premier League, with 3.3 per 90 minutes, behind only Kevin De Bruyne this season. He is also creating high quality chances, as seen as his expected assist rate of 0.30 ranks 7th in the Premier League. Buendia is excellent at playing low through balls in behind the defensive line to find an on-running forward. This has worked incredibly effectively throughout parts of the season, with Timo leading the line for Norwich. This can be seen against Liverpool when Buendia gets a ball in Liverpool's half and immediately sees Pukki making a sharp run in behind a relatively high back line, from where Buendia is able to execute a precise pass to create the goal scoring opportunity. Playing as a central midfielder in front of a regista, whether that be Busquets or De Jong, Buendia will be tasked with attempting to move ahead of the play, trying to find space in behind the opposition's midfield. An example of him doing exactly this was against Leicester. Norwich have just regained possession in the middle third, and Buendia positions himself in the space in behind Maddison and Tielemans. When he receives the ball, rather than dribbling with it, he executes a perfectly weighted through ball to find Pukki's run. Buendia also has the ability to progress the ball forward via a dribble from the middle third, using his close control dribbling. This can be seen as he's completed 3.3 dribbles per 90 minutes, which is the 4th most of any player in the league. Buendia also suits Setien's aggressive pressing system, being one of the best pressing attacking midfielders in the league. He has made the most tackles of any attacking player in the league with 2.9 per 90 minutes, and the 5th most interceptions of any attacker with 0.9 per 90. This would significantly improve Barcelona's pressing system, with Buendia a much better presser than Coutinho would be. If we look at Buendia's stats model from this season against Coutinho's from this season at Bayern and the previous season at Barcelona together, we can see the improvement the Argentine would be. In terms of on-the-ball ability, Buendia seems to be the better, as despite their shot-creating actions and passes into the final third being about the same, the Norwich man is outperforming the Brazilian for expected assists and dribbles per 90, which are probably the 2 most stats to look at for an advanced creative midfielder. Buendia is also the better defensive player, as he wins a lot more tackles per 90 than Coutinho does, despite both players ranking fairly similar for interceptions and pressures. A better comparison might be between Buendia and Barcelona's current player in this role, Arthur Melo. We can see that in terms of offensive ability, Buendia is clearly superior, outperforming Arthur majorly for expected assists, dribbles and shot creating actions. However, the fact that Arthur does rank pretty highly for tackles, interceptions, pressures and most notably passes in the final third, while also completing a high proportion of his dribbles, suggests that he would be well suited to playing as a deep line midfielder, with the job of moving the ball forward into the final third for players like Buendia to then create. Buendia will be able to slot into Barcelona's midfield 3 with Busquets in a regista role and De Jong playing at the right side as a deeper line midfielder. He can sit higher up the pitch alongside Messi, looking to receive the ball in the half spaces before creating. I will do a full tactical explanation with every player I've suggested in the last episode of the series, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that. As for rating Buendia, I have done it in previous videos, but I'll do it again anyway. I'd rate Buendia a 7.2 for current ability, which is Champions League class, around the same level as Maddison and Grealish. In terms of his potential ability, Buendia could become a world-class advanced midfielder, being only 23 and having all the statistical hallmarks of potentially one of the best playmakers in the world, which is why I'd give him a rating of 8.5 for potential ability. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, remember to give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the other episodes coming up in this series.
I'm off the train, I'm from Chicago, I got $10 in my pocket right now, and I'm just having the opportunity to play these beats. So you know what I'm saying, I've had different so-called hit records and everything up to that point, but at this point, it's like this is like the moment of truth for me right here. So now I play another beat, then I play another beat.